She lives down the street from me. We go walking 2-3 times a week, and oh yeah.
Tiny sky sleeps in the morning. Erev Tov and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We are now being seen by people who are not here. Amazing. Is that Dana Lieberman? How's your arm or shoulder? Coming along, huh? Well, it's good to see you. I don't need the details. Well, Shabbat Shalom, good to see you. Good to see the people who are here. Good to know that people are online. Terry Ellis, which might mean Terry and Jeff Ellis, and Susan Rosen, Rabbi Yarkin, Mel Aronoff, hi Mel, Stu Wagner, etc. Who else do I see? I feel like the old romper room teacher. For those who are old enough to remember what romper room is. So it is very good to see you for our Naranana service this evening and just in general for Shabbat or any time. We're going to begin with a wonderful rendition of words that we all know. And there are many, many melodies to this particular set of words. And Sue is going to sing a tune by a gentleman named Rick Recht. So thank you, Sue. Shabbat Shalom, Hine Matov. It is really good to be together, even though we are a little bit socially distanced, but that is appropriate for the day. But we are still together in this room, and still together in this room, and that is a great feeling. So thank you very much. We're going to turn to page 60 for one of my favorite Erev Shabbat songs. It's a poem by Chaim Nachman Bialik. Hachama Merosh, Shabbat HaMalkah is perhaps the title of it. Hachama Merosh Ha'ilanot Nistalka. The sun on top of the trees is not seen because the sun is setting, because Shabbat is arriving. Here is a great place to have Erev Shabbat because the sun is like right in my eyes. And I can see that it is slowly going down.
I need it to
really
go
seriously
a little
get
further down.
Right? And well, you're taller than I am, so you probably
my
get
eyeballs here.
a slightly different perspective. But the sun is indeed going down in a little while. And we're going to do this particular tune by a great talented guy named Josh Warshatsky, Hachama Merosh.
Boi Amalka, Boi Kala, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalom.
Boi Amalka, Boi Kala, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalom.
Boi Hamalka, Boi Kala, Shalom Aleichem Malachei HaShalom. Boi Hamalka, Boi Kala, Shalom Aleichem Malachei HaShalom. Hachama Merosh, Ha'ilanu Nistalka, Bo Benisse Likrat Shabbat Hamalka. Hine Yuredet Hakidosha Berucha V'ima Malachim Tzeva Shalom Umenucha Boi Hamalka Boi Kala Shalom Aleichem Malachei HaShalom Boi Hamalka Boi Kala Shalom Aleichem Malachei HaShalom Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Malachei HaShalom. Hine Yuredet Hakidosha Berucha V'ima Malachim Tzeva Shalom Umenucha Boi Hamalka Boi Kala Shalom Aleichem Malachei HaShalom Boi Hamalka Boi Kala Shalom Aleichem Malachei HaShalom. Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Malachei HaShalom Malachei HaShalom.
Boi Amalka, Boi Kala, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalom.
יישר כוח. We're going to turn now to the beginning of Kabbalat Shabbat, which begins with Lachuna Ranana on page 11.
Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzur yishenu, lekadmach panav v'todah. Naria,
malkut bedor, va'omaram to'e levavhem, v'em lo yadu derachai, asher nishba'ati be'api, im yevo'un el menuchati. We turn to the next page, page 13, for the next psalm, Shiru l'Adonai Shir Chadash. Page 14 at the arrow. Nai na nai nai la lai, ya na nai nai la lai, ya na lai lai la lai lai la lai lai la lai, ya da dai dai da dai, ya da lai lai la lai, ya da dai dai da dai nai da dai nai da nai, ya da dai dai da dai, ya da lai lai la lai, ya da lai lai la lai la, da dai 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 dai, ya da dai dai da dai, ya da dai dai da dai, ya da lai lai la lai lai la lai 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 lai, yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiram hayam umelovo yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiram hayam umelovo yana nai 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 yana nai 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 yana nai 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 yana nai 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 yana nai 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 la 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 la
da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da,
la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya alo sadai v'chol asher bo az yiranenu kol atzei lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel b'tzedek ve'yamim be'emunato. We are now ready, I hope, for Lecha Dodi, I really am, because I really can't see anything or anyone unless I move away from here. The sun is so bright. Lecha Dodi on page 23. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmiyanu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shemu tiferet v'litila.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki hi mekor habracha merosh mikedem nesukah sof ma'aseh b'machshava tehila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabela.
We're on page 25 at the middle verse.
Yamin u'smol tifrotzi ve'et Adonai ta'aritzi al yadish ben partzi ve'nismecha ve'nagila.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabla. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simecha u'betzola. Toch emunei am segula boi chala. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabela. You may be seated. And we're going to turn to page 28, which is the end of the psalm for Shabbat. And we are at the Erot Tzadik Katamar. This is a wonderful dance tune that most of us know and love. The righteous shall flourish like the date palm and thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Take it away.
Tzadik Katamar Yifrach Yifrach
Tzadik Katamar Yifrach. Woo! Tzadik Katamar Yifrach Yifrach. Tzadik Katamar Yifrach. Ke'eres balvanon yiske. Ke'eres balvanon yiske. Ke'eres balvanon yiske yiske. Ke'eres balvanon yiske. Ke'eres balvanon yiske. Ke'eres balvanon yiske yiske. Once again, a little bit faster. Tzadik Katamar Yifrach Yifrach. Tzadik Katamar Yifrach. Tzadik Katamar Yifrach Yifrach. Tzadik Katamar Yifrach.
Ke'eres balvanon yiske. Ke'eres balvanon
yiske. Ke'eres balvanon yiske. Ke'eres balvanon yiske. Ke'eres balvanon yiske. Ke'eres balvanon yiske yiske. Okay, so we've gotten our Shabbos aerobic workout. Very good. And it is now time to officially welcome Shabbat in with Hadlakat Nerot. So I'm going to ask everyone to please rise. I'm going to ask Mora Mali to come forward and strike the match, light the candles, and then Sue will lead us in the bracha.
Oh. Trick candle.
This is what we do in my household when we want the light, the flame to actually stay. I do this, and that looks like a very stubborn candle.
The breeze.
Aha. Yeah, it's the air conditioning exactly over it. So we should.
Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la. La la la. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu, melech haolam, asher kiddushanu bemitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר של
Shabbat Shalom. Turn and wave to people. And we'll wave to you over there too. Hi, Ernie Goodman. So please, everyone, well, I was going to say have a seat, but please keep standing. Because we're just going to go right on into Mariv this evening. You want to hear a good Devar Torah, come tomorrow morning to Shul. We will deliver. But right now, I think we're going to go right on to page 39a for the Baruch Hu. Take it away, Ross.
Na 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 Narane na 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 Adonai HaMevorach
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Na 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 na
on 39A. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro mari v'aravim v'chochma v'poteach shmorim v'olam asher ne'en tu machalim. Umavir yom umevi laila umavdil ben yom uvein laila Adonai tzvaot shemo el chai v'kayam tamidim lo chaleinu leolam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Shemo.
Ha'ma'ariv ha'ravim Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amcha ahavta Torah mitzvot u'kimum mishpatim. We are on page 40, 5 lines from the bottom. David.
Ki hem hayehenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla. Ki hem hayehenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla. Ki hem hayehenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla. Ki hem hayehenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla. Ki hem hayehenu
Ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla V'avatcha tasir mimenu li'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We continue on page 42 with the second and third paragraphs of the Shema. והיה אם שמעתי שמעו מצוותי שמנחם את צוואתך היום. Adonai Elohechem emet v'emunah kol tovchem aleinu ki Adonai Eloheinu ve'en zolatot. Adam nafsheinu ma'ayim v'lananu b'ragleinu v'maninu ma'manoin beinu v'yodei Elam Yisrael v'nocham l'chayru We're on the top of page 44. Umalchuto beratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe uMiriam u'bnei Yisrael echanu shira b'simcha rabah v'yamru chulam.
I guarantee you're going to learn this in about a minute. Do, 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 do. You should get that. Do, 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 do it again. Do, 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 do. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha neder b'kodesh. Norat hilot osef ele mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha neder b'kodesh. Norat hilot osef ele mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Malchutecha ra'u banecha bokei hayam lifnei Moshe. Zeli anu be'amru mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha neder b'kodesh. Narat hilot osef ele mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Zeli anu ve'amru mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha neder b'kodesh. Narat hilo sefele mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai.
ונאמר כי פדרני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. We're on page 45 for Hashkivenu.
V'hamidenu malkeinu l'chayim. Ushmar tzitenu u'voreinu l'chayim u'shalom me'ata v'yad olam. Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chayim.
Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, baruch ata Adonai, hapore sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, Ve'al Yerushalayim. We're on the top of page 46. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et haShabbat la'asot et haShabbat leTorotam v'ridolam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et haShabbat la'asot et haShabbat leTorotam Beini uve'bnei Yisrael, oti leolam, oti leolam, oti leolam. Veshamru
b'nei Yisrael et haShabbat la'asot et haShabbat leTorotam v'ridolam.
Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz ve'shamru b'nei Yisrael et haShabbat la'asot et haShabbat leTorotam v'ridolam. Uvayom hashvi'i shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash. Bayom hashvi'i
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et haShabbat la'asot et haShabbat leTorotam v'ridolam.
Yitkadal v'yikara shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Yamad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon yom echon u'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala, ba'agala u'bizman karib. Ve'imeru, Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach. Le'olam le'omei omaya. Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitalev, V'yithalal, Shemei Dekudeshah, Li'ela Mikol Birchata V'shirata,
Tushechata v'nehemata
Da'amiran V'yalema, Ve'imeru, Amen. I invite those who can to please rise for the Mariv Shabbat Amidah, which goes from page 47 through page 52. It's a wonderful opportunity to try to think about Shabbat as this Amidah focuses on, why Shabbat is important in your lives, and to just take some quiet moments.
Say shalom bimroma. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imru. 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 Amen. Ve'imru. 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 Amen. Say shalom bimrama, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, 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 amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol Yisrael.
Amen. How about an E flat chord? Yitkana v'yikara shemei Rabbah. Ve'yalma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayachono v'ymechono chai l'chavei Yisrael. Ba'agala v'zman kari v'meru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach. Li'olam u'li'omei omaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpor v'yitrom amina sei v'yitadar v'yitala v'yitala shmei nekudesha. Brichu li'ela mikol berchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata damir avim avimeru. Amen. Titkabel tzaloton uvalton d'chol Yisrael. Kodam avuhon divishmaya v'imeru. Amen. Yesh lam rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'imeru. Amen. Ohaseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'kol yoshvei tevel. Ve'imeru. Amen. We are going to ask Ross to lead us in the Kiddush this evening. Ross, you need that Kiddush cup. So I know you're playing guitar. So this is what I suggest.
I got it.
Yeah, you have a place to put it. Oh. It's a Kiddush cup that will soon have Kedem grape juice in it. New vintage. Kedem grape with any grape juice you want a new vintage. Would everyone please rise for the Kiddush if you can? It's on page 55.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kasho b'ahava u'b'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techila limikrae kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'harta yotanu kidashta mikol amim v'shabbat kasha v'ahava u'v'ratzon hinhaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat
Amen. L'chaim, we're going to all watch you drink that Kedem grape juice.
How do people wear glasses and sing with a mask on?
Yeah, I know.
Lower that.
Nothing like singing with a mask on, right?
I was looking between the fog.
Okay, well, L'chaim, we'll all go home and drink our own whatever. You may sit for a moment because we are not going to do Aleinu just yet. We are going to turn ahead to page 59 for the special psalm that we add for this season, for the month of Elul and into the month of Elul. This is Psalm 27, as they say, a psalm for the season of repentance. And if you look, for those of you who are here and have the Siddur or are at home and have the Siddur, there's an interesting comment on the right-hand side, and that is, of course, one of the wonderful things about this Siddur. And for the benefit of those at home who may not have this Siddur with them, I'm going to read what this says on the right-hand side. Psalm 27 expresses two opposite feelings, each of which may be felt on these days, the days leading up to, dare I say it, Yamim Noraim, the high holidays. From the beginning, the psalmist expresses absolute faith in God, culminating in this striking sentence, "Though my father and mother abandon me, God will gather me in." It's towards the bottom. Ki avi ve'imi azavuni, Adonai yasfeni. But at the same time, the psalmist experiences God's absence. The speaker longs to see God, yet receives no response to this longing. The poem's last line leaves us with a thin, consoling thread of hope, making us realize perhaps how much our lives depend on faith. The psalm, with its themes of hope and faith in God, along with its expression of a powerful sense of yearning, was thought to be appropriate for the days leading up to Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and the days that followed. So just a little food for thought as to whether what you think about these themes of faith and hope, whether you think, how much you think this psalm expresses it, and what faith and hope mean to you, and how you see that reflected in how you see the high holiday time and experience. But right now we're going to take a moment to spend a moment with this psalm, and then I'm going to jump to line 8 to sing Achat Sha'alti, which we find there. So, LeDavid Adonai ori v'shimi mi'era, Adonai ma'oz chayai mi'achad, b'kol Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai ota avakesh. Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai ota avakesh. Shivti bevet Adonai kol yemei chayai. Lachzot b'noam Adonai ולבקר בהיכלו. לחזות בנועם אדוני ולבקר בהיכלו. כי יצפנני בסוכה ביום רע ידיים אשר עזרנו לנו כי אבי ואמי עזבוני ואדוני יאספני. לולא האמנתי לראות בטוב אדוני בארץ חיים, קווה אל אדוני, חזק ויאמץ ליבך, וקווה אל אדוני. We're going to now turn back to page 56 for Aleinu. Please rise if you can. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשחרים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת נוזו בגבי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, ידעת היום בהשבותה אל לבבך. כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו seated, and I may now confess that I jumped the gun with Psalm 27, and really I did it out of order. Really should have done Aleinu first and Psalm 27 after, but oops. Okay, at least we did it. It is now time for the Mourner's Kaddish for Kaddish Yatom. I am going to read the list of people whose yortzites we observe this week, but before I do that, I would like to bring to the congregation's attention and just send a word of love and hugs to the families of Janet Roth. Janet was the mother of Barbara Lang and Ellen and Deborah. She was married to her husband Eugene for almost 70 years, and she was fortunate to have 7 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. So she passed away this week, as did Natalie Gott, mother of Deborah Peterkovsky and Julie and Stephanie and Mark, husband of Richard, sister of Eileen, and she had 8 grandchildren. To these families, we send our love, our condolences, and our hugs, and our wishes and hopes that good memories will be able to comfort you during this difficult time. This week, we observe the following yortzites. That of Eugene Schoenberger, Ben Halpern, Edmund Lowy, Edmund Michelson, Avram Pourmoradi Cohen, Elizabeth Rittoff, Gertrude Schneiderman, Vivian Shavin, Annie Simmons, Rosalind Teller, Deborah Fine Agam, Dina Davidovitz, Mina Grud, Florence Levine, Sydney Moskowitz, Elizabeth Neal Simmons, Verna Richter, Dora Schneiderman, Abraham Israel Sherman, Adelaide Suplin, Ruth G. Tenenbaum, Sophie Bialik, Ben Eisenberg, Minnie Grodsky, Ethel Harris, Esther Melnick, Annie Miller, Stephen Newman, Gladys Robbins, Jean Simon, Molly Spector, Bernie Wise, my uncle, Leon David, Harry Dubin, not related, Abe Koppelman, David Morris, Samuel Perel, Nathan Rosen, Matthew Steiner, Samuel Strauss, Edith Dickman, Jacob Lifshitz, Mort Ozerin, Elmo Phillips, Toby Riggs, Arthur Zaltzman, Bessie Sirota, Rose Toby, Deborah Klein Aguado, Sophie Altman, Anna Altschul, Charles Balsham, Tova Feld, Beulah Franco, Robert Giuffrida, Sylvia Heron, Benjamin Pepperman, Alan Peterkovsky, Gita Stein, William Weisbaum, Edith Wool, Lottie Broder, Stuart Butters, Frida Collier, Sophie Farsht, Bradley Friedman, Paula Harris, Robert Letsky, and Harry Silver. In memory of all of these individuals and anyone for whom you are reciting the Mourner's Kaddish, I ask those both here and at home who are able to rise and who are in mourning, please rise and join together in the Mourner's Kaddish on page 58. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Bialma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute. V'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehe shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam uleolmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May God bring you comfort and know that your community is with you. So it's announcement time. What I would like to do, first of all, is say Shabbat Shalom to everybody here and there, and wish you, first of all, a really wonderful, restful, peaceful Shabbat. I mean, I don't know how your week was, but mine was a little bit busy. So thank God for Shabbos. That's all I got to say. I would also like to thank the members of our Naranana band who are here this evening, Ross and Sue and David, who is always here, but we thank you as well. We're a slightly minimal Naranana band this evening, but you know, for reasons that could be kind of obvious given what's going on, and we're only hoping for better, you know, things for the whole world in the coming week and month. I would like to remind you all that the next Naranana is actually going to be on Erev Simchat Torah. So that's September 20-something, like 7th or 8th or whatever that night is, Tuesday night I think it is. So we will be gathering, please God, to celebrate Simchas Torah. But of course there's lots of davening to do before then, lots of self-reflection, and it's a good time to know, look, the way I feel is we should always be thinking about how we act. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I do Modeh Ani, I do the Birchot HaShachar. It's supposed to remind me to be thankful and how I should lead my day. That should happen every day, right? And we should be thinking all the time about how we can be helpful to society, nice to people. And sometimes, you know, work gets in the way, things get in the way. It's good to know that there is a time set aside for the, you know, for the ability to reflect upon how we lead our lives. And that's what we're coming to Elul is the beginning of that. Slichot, which is a week from tomorrow night, is an official beginning of the high holiday period. And then we've got Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Obviously, given the current world situation, things are fluid, but a wonderful email went out from the shul this past week. I hope you all saw it. So I encourage you to read your emails. Even if you sometimes don't read your emails or rely on somebody else in your household to read your emails for you, or say, what's going on at Adat Ariel, you tell me. Everybody should read their emails and look at our website, because there's all sorts of wonderful ideas and things that are happening, and various ways that we are trying to help bring Rosh Hashanah to the community and the community to Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So speaking of this important season, we are going to close with two songs now. One is a song that is very appropriate for this time, and the second one is We Need Peace in the World. Send out, especially, what's been going on this week in Afghanistan. It's heartbreaking to see a lot of the things that are going on, and we are just hoping that it is going to not unfold the way some people think it's going to continue unfolding. So we need peace in the world, and that will be our second song. But our first song is really specific to this season. Sue asked to sing Return Again. This is a song by Shlomo Carlebach, and the words are just to get you thinking before Sue sings it. Return again, return to the land of your soul, return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are born and reborn again. So it's a thing to think about. Who do I need to be? Have I been that person? Can I go back to being that person? What am I really? What should I be? So, return again. Sue?
Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn
Aleinu, Odavo Shalom Aleinu, Odavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Odavo Shalom Aleinu, Odavo Shalom Aleinu, Odavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Take it through. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Odavo Shalom Aleinu, Odavo Shalom Aleinu, Odavo Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kulam. Odavo Shalom Aleinu, Odavo Shalom Aleinu, Odavo Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kulam. Salam, salam, Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, 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 Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, ve'al kulam. Shabbat shalom, everyone.